Hi, welcome to Liminal Sovereignty. Today we are going to be going over the tarot deck called Tarot of the Crystal World. This is a Kickstarter tarot deck that I found, and it's one of those very unexpected but very, very welcomed tarot decks because it is of really high quality. The sides of it are gilded and gold. There's also a 20 card oracle deck with this tarot deck. It also came with a little bag or string bag, so if you want to carry your tarot deck around, it all fits in here very nice and neatly. Oh, it also came with some stickers of all of the suits as well as the crystal, and it's a sturdy box. Now the back of it says, inspired by music, history, motherhood, magic, and stuffed to the brim with punk attitude, Tarot of the Crystal World is a fully illustrated interpretation of a 78 card tarot by Brooke Penrose. The cards are fierce, unique, challenging, inclusive, and emotional. The people inhabiting the crystal world are us, in flux with our past, dancing within our dreams, lost in time, and recast as players on a stage of fate. Very cool. I will definitely leave a link on the description box below to let you know how you can get your own deck or where I got it. So let's go ahead and move forward and go through the deck. Hello everyone. We are going to go over the Tarot of the Crystal World deck. And here is this very beautiful, beautiful deck with the gold gilding. It's got a linen finish in each card. But really what makes this deck so powerful, I think, is the illustrations. So let's go on ahead and get started. Because of the rules on YouTube, we do have to be extra careful about showing anything that is considered nudity. So that's why you're going to see these little sticky tabs with stickers, just to ensure that YouTube doesn't flag this video. Alrighty. The Fool. Here we have a man dancing with his dog on his side, and he seems to be carelessly, not carelessly, but very happily dancing along. And back here we see like what looks like it may be a tower in smokes. This is a very beautiful card. Next we have the Magician. Now the Magician is usually, well, all cards have a duality to them, but this one to me seems like the reverse is very pronounced in that the Magician can either manifest or manipulate. And having all these figures here, they don't seem to be happy, but it's interesting. What is this Magician manifesting or manipulating? And also the thunder in the background. The High Priestess. Here we see a woman quiet in her strength and her power. This is such a beautifully illustrated card. The Empress. The Empress is pregnant. I really love the detail in the tattoo that she has on her arm, but as far as the Empress is concerned, here she is fully pregnant and in a garden that is also busting out with life, with the butterflies and with foliage. The Emperor. This Emperor looks like he's a hard worker. He also looks like he's tough. He's got a shovel, but he also has a heart. And the heart could symbolize nurture, you know, having a zest for life. But also it's like he's got a shovel. Where is he going to bury this heart? Or is that what he's burying? It looks like there's fire in the background. Here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, he's got a book in his hand. He looks carefree, but also a person of authority. The Lovers. Here we have two people in an embrace. They look like they're falling, but it's a beautiful, beautiful type of fall, maybe falling in love. The Chariot. It looks like a cowboy pulling a horse, or in one of those old-fashioned type of chariots. The Strength card. This person seems very intimate with the Lion. And strong she must be. She's got a couple of pins that are emblems of power and femininity. The Hierophant. Interesting. I love the light and how it's behind him. It seems that it's darkness, but this light is overpowering and it illuminates the path. The Wheel of Fortune. What a beautiful card. I love the colors. It looks like there's two hands, but still you can see that there are ups and there are downs. Just very much what the Wheel of Fortune symbolizes. Justice. Justice looks like a Boy Scout. Like a very old-timey Boy Scout or knight. Interesting. The Hanged Man or Hanged Woman. This is interesting because this looks like scales to me, but it also looks like clouds. This person does not seem to be in poor spirits. They seem to be happy. The Death card. It's funny because the Death card in this depiction has a white flag. So, and a child who looks like they're smiling. Perhaps it's telling you to surrender to your inevitable fate. Temperance. Now, this card was, I don't know. It looks like a female, but I believe this person had male genitalia, which is very interesting. Of a drawing. This also kind of looks like a cloth that could be hiding what's behind it. The Devil. I think I love this card because the Devil doesn't have a face. It's got a badge with a smiley face. Perhaps it just warns you that you never know of how temptation comes. The Tower. This is a very beautiful drawing of the Tower. I really, really love the linen finish on this card deck. It really adds to it. The Star card. Again, I felt like the gender in this card was very ambiguous, but it's beautiful. The Moon. This person is holding the moon, and they have stars in their hair. It's very pretty. The Sun card. I love how this deck is super vibrant without trying so hard. Like you can see in contrast the moon and the sun, but they're both very vivid. Judgment. This looks like a triumphant person. He looks happy, but there are pillars breaking in the background. And then lastly, for the major arcana, we have the World. Here we have the Ace of Wands. And what's interesting here is that the palm looks bloodied. The Two of Wands. The Three of Wands. The Four of Wands. What I find interesting in this one is that the Four of Wands is usually a tarot card deck that shows like marriage. And one of the similarities that I've noticed is that the lovers, we have a person with pink hair and a person with dark hair and a person with dark skin and a person with light skin. And I think it's the same people. At least it seems to me that the lovers are celebrating perhaps a union or a commitment. The Five of Wands. Now this one I find interesting, but I also think it's extremely fitting. And this is what's great about having so many people have different ideas. And I'll explain to you why. The Five of Wands is usually 5 people with swords swinging them around. And we know that these 5 people are on the same team, but the way that the regular Rider-Waite deck depicts them, it's like there's no coordination. And here in this picture, to me, it seems like these 5 all go to the same school. They're wearing a uniform, but there is an obvious disconnect. This person looks like they're beating this one to a pulp, and they're fighting amongst each other when there should be unity. And essentially, I feel like that's exactly what the Five of Wands is intended to depict. So this is a beautiful card. The Six of Wands, Victory. The Seven of Wands. The Eight of Wands. I really like that there are birds in this tarot deck of the Eight of Wands. It does make it seem like everything's moving really, really fast, and we just capture this moment in which the Eight of Wands are flying is captured, and like this is a still shot of them moving. The Nine of Wands. Yeah. The shadowy person. Usually in the Nine of Wands in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, we see somebody who is bandaged up but is still holding firm and strong. And this is a little menacing. The Ten of Wands. I really, really love this card because this person doesn't seem to be struggling in carrying the Ten of Wands, which we do see in the Rider-Waite deck. This person is being careful, watching their step, but they know what they have on their back, and they are going through life, handling it. The Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Queen of Wands. I love this heart ring. That's very beautiful. The King of Wands. Next we have the Ace of Pentacles. the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. This is beautiful. I love the colors in this. I love, just love, love, love the colors in this deck. The Four of Pentacles. I like this card because if you have children and you know your kids basically are the ones in charge of the money. I mean, you spend so much on your children, whether you have a lot or a little. I think it's indifferent. Kids usually are the ones holding on to the cash. You decide as the parent how the money is spent, but usually you have your children in the forefront on how you spend that money. So I feel like this is a very good card. The Five of Wands. Now here we have what looks like a mother figure in black crying while holding a child. And usually in the Rider-Waite, the Five of Pentacles, we see figures outside of a church and it's snowing. But this is equally emotionally invoking of like upset and depression. So very well done. The Six of Pentacles. And in the regular Rider-Waite, the Six of Pentacles, we see someone who is affluent, someone who has money, giving money to people. And here we have a well-dressed figure kind of helping this younger person. It looks like they're taking them to a better place. Or he's taking her under his wing. The Seven of Pentacles. Checking that fruit, seeing if it's ripe. The Eight of Pentacles. I think what I love about this card is like the chain on his neck is like full swing. It feels like there's a lot of movement in this card. And like the Eight of Wands, there was a lot of movement in that card. I just feel like this artist depicts movement very, very well, and the hard work for the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Very cool. The Ten of Pentacles. Now this is a very endearing photo, a very loving picture of a mom holding her baby. Page of Pentacles. This looks like this person's looking down into like another world because they're huge, and there's a figure. Here's a little lizard. Page is usually learned. So this person perhaps is, it's like this is a diorama. Are they learning about their realm? The Knight of Pentacles. It's like a knight and detective. Very beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles. And I'm going to say something really random, but to me, it feels like this is like somebody in this house is like cooking food, and this person smells it and she's like, I wonder what they're cooking, up. She's hungry. Looks like she's on her way over to find out. I love the earrings or the jewelry this person's wearing. Here we have the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. Now, in a regular Rider-Waite, we see a bird coming down, and it looks like this bird's coming out of the cup. That's interesting. The Two of Cups. The Three of Cups. This one, you see the Three Cups, but where two of these figures start and end is very confusing. Interesting. the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. This is a beautiful picture. The Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups. And this one, I think I felt like it looks like this person's punished to walk up these steps. And I don't know. We do see a figure walking away from the cups in the regular Rider-Waite, but this person just looks defeated. The Nine of Cups, a key, and a clock. You're being offered these Nine of Cups. 10 of Cups. Two people in an embrace, happy to be with one another. The Page of Cups, an artist learning his craft. And here we have one of his art, pieces of work. The Knight of Cups. I do love the sashes in this deck and the use of it. Very pretty. And red and blues backgrounds, it seems. The Queen of Cups. And I really like this one because it's a child nursing. And what's interesting is there's a cup of wine here. And I'm not sure if this is steam. Maybe this is a cup of milk. This person is looking off to the side. Very pretty. And here we have the king sipping his cup. The Ace of Swords. This is interesting with the snake. Coiled. The Two of Swords. The Three of Swords. And this person, I don't know if you can tell, it looks like there's a streak of tears coming down their face. And are their arms tied to something? I don't know, but it seems in a way that they have surrendered and allowed this to happen. This could be a person in the military, because this kind of looks like combat fatigues to me, and then his dog tags right there. Or a female, because usually people in the military don't have long hair. Interesting. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords usually depicts a person or a tombstone of a person in a church. And it usually means rest, but holy cow, if this baby isn't resting, while it's also holding onto the knife, the sharp part of the sword, not the handle. That's interesting. Love the hair. The Five of Swords. Looks like this person's paying homage to something. Holding on to one of the swords here that is in the ground. The Six of Swords. I love how there's a lot of imagery of like what looks like a cowboy, looks like a knight, looks like a person. There's a lot of different, I guess he did say through time. There's a lot of timeless fashion these characters are wearing. The Seven of Swords. Again, we have someone holding on to the sword. That this person looks strong. The Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. This person doesn't seem to be sad per se. Like in the regular Rider-Waite, we have a person holding on to their face while these swords are up on the wall. But it is interesting because everyone deals with things differently. Just because you don't look sad doesn't mean you're not. The 10 of Swords. Here we have a male somehow not completely collapsed with these swords sticking out of them. And we see the blood just dripping. This seems like somebody that doesn't want to give up and is a very strong individual. They have a lot of bandages around their body. So this isn't their first sword fight, shall we say. Will they survive it? The Page of Swords. This looks like a captain or someone in charge. The Knight of Swords. Ooh, here we have the Queen of Swords, and she looks like she's wearing armor as well. I really love the makeup. Very pretty. And then lastly, we have the King of Swords. That was the tarot card deck of the Tarot of the Crystal World. What we're going to look at now is we will look at the oracle cards that came with the deck. Here are the oracle cards that came with the tarot deck, the Crystal World, Tarot of the Crystal World. And let's flip through them. There's 20 total. 1, the Child. It's beautiful. And this is different because in the regular Rider-Waite, we kind of have like this craft border around the deck, and it's a blue card. The oracle deck is a burgundy card, and the borders are black. So the first card is the Child. Card number 2 is a remembered dream, and there's a star on their forehead. Open eyes. Card number 3. Card number 4, feet in the earth. That snake looks like it might be albino. Closed hands, card number 5. Card number 6 is open hand. That's interesting. It looks like there might be blood streaming down this person's neck. And then there's also a peace sign button that they're wearing. Card number 7, returned thought. This is interesting. It looks like they might be doing dishes. Have you ever wonder, like, when you're doing the most mundane, like, sorry for the airplane sounds, but the most mundane, and like when you're driving, you have all of these like deep thoughts. It seems like this person was in thought while they were doing the dishes, which is a relatable experience. Card number 8, remembered idea. I wonder what the eyes, what that has to do with a remembered idea, but it's wonderful imagery. It's beautiful. Closed eyes. Is that a TV screen in the background? I'm not sure. Or a window. Card number 9. Card number 10, a barrier to change. The eyes here too, we got light coming out, a blue light and a red light, and then where they intersect, it's blue. I'm sorry, it's purple, which when you mix those two colors together, you get purple. Card number 11, resistance. This is a person who looks like they're in battle, is ready for battle. And then this is the end of a long night. Card number 12, Rebellion. There's fire in the background. This fist. Card number 13, Consistency. They look like they might be meditating, but they're also holding a sword. That's interesting. Card number 14, Familiar Comfort. They're watching TV. I heart tea. And then the steam is coming up. This looks like it could be like a Wi-Fi kind of like arch that you see on your phone and or computers, but it could be a rainbow. Very interesting. Card number 15, Gratitude. Maybe self-gratitude. I like this card. It's beautiful. Card number 16, Culture's Heir. Yep. Interesting. Card number 17, Desire. Card number 18, Head in the Sky. A lot of these cards in the Oracle, they all seem to have their eyes closed. And if they don't, maybe there's light or something coming out of them, but it seems like they're in deep thought. And then card number 19, we have Access to the Cosmos. Access to the Cosmos. See, the eyes. And then card number 20, the last one in the Oracle deck, is called An Adult. And here we have a child with really, really blonde hair. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this flip through of the Oracle and Tarot card deck called Tarot of the Crystal World. If you like the content that you see, please help me out and like, share, and subscribe. It would be highly appreciated. Thank you for sticking around.